really, really aggravating. Like you clearly see it's still in here, and then it's going to say, okay, my part's going right there. So then you open it up and you put your part there. Like, what's the point of the fucking camera then? I really, really wanted to love this laser, but after weeks of testing, I've got to be honest with you. I just can't. All right, some quick context here. I'm not a laser guru by any means, but I've got 6 laser engravers in my shop right now, plus 2 more I had previously, a CO2 K40 laser that I sold and another open frame diode laser that I gave to a buddy. So take that for what you will, I guess. Ortur sent me this laser to review. No money was exchanged and they won't see this video before it goes live. My review here is based on my own experiences, for better or for worse. That being said, let's talk about the Ortur R2 smart laser engraver. So first things first, the packaging. They nailed that part. The box came inside a box with custom foam holding everything in place. They even put foam on the gantry and then zip tied the laser head down for shipping. Inside here was all of the necessary parts. Everything was protected, just kind of jam-packed in there. Also, they went ahead and set a bunch of test materials with this to review. So you probably won't get all the extras that you see here when you buy one. Out of the box, it's ready to go. No assembly required, which is really nice. And honestly, the hardware is solid. There's a camera on the underside of the lid for aligning your designs, and it uses USB-C for communication instead of some ancient or proprietary connector. There's a built-in fan in the back, and the exhaust tube that comes with it actually fits perfectly into the exhaust that I have set up for my fiber laser. The focusing system is simple too. It's just a knob that drops down and then you tighten it up and you adjust the laser head till the end touches your material, and then you slide the knob back into place and you're done. It's pretty quick and accurate, really. And then this is something I was genuinely excited about. It comes with a material settings map for laser durable and for LightBurn, which means it has recommended settings based on material and the laser type that you have, like the different laser heads that can come with it. Coming from my fiber laser, where I'm constantly pretty much just guessing, having a reference like this is super helpful. It really gives you a good starting point and a place to hone in. Oh, and there's a built-in air assist connection that routes through the entire enclosure. Now, it's not app controlled, so you have to manually plug in the compressor every time, which isn't a big deal, but something you should be aware of because I forgot to plug it in a few times in testing, and the air assist really does make a difference. All right, so setup. Wi-Fi configuration is a little more complicated than it really should be. You're doing like a physical button combination on the machine and then steps in the mobile app, and it only works on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It's really just overly complicated, I think. I would have loved to see a dedicated networking port on this thing for a super stable connection. The camera recognition connection finally worked after I figured out that if you have the USB-C cables plugged into this to your computer for LightBurn, the mobile app won't let you use the camera because it thinks the PC is using it. So you've got to unplug everything if you want to use the app. It would have been nice to have that spelled out in the manual somewhere though. I also really like the versatility of the enclosure. The lid has this orange protective tint to it, which doesn't mean that you shouldn't wear eye protection gear, but it's still nice to see. And the cover also has an auto shutoff trigger. Probably can't hear it. So you can't open the box and stick little fingers in the laser beam. The touchscreen is pretty responsive too, and the whole bottom of the enclosure can be removed if you want to use a rotary tool or maybe place it over something larger that won't fit inside the enclosure. That's pretty smart. I actually cut out the whole bottom of my old K40 laser for that very reason. So I get it, and I appreciate it. Now on to the first burn. It went okay. The idea of using a camera is great. You can zoom in and drag and drop your design onto what the camera sees, which is pretty intuitive. It works in the app and in LightBurn. And The camera quality is just okay. Even with the interior light on, that's right, there's a light on the inside of the enclosure, and working in a bright room, the image is grainy, which isn't a big deal. Like, you don't need 4K or anything for this. It's really just for aligning the design on the material. The primary 20-watt diode works well for what it's supposed to do. Engraving on wood, marking on leather, cutting through thinner materials. Yeah, it handles that stuff. When I engraved and cut out my logo from some thin wood, it did the job just fine as expected. But here's where things get frustrating, and I mean really frustrating. The camera alignment is way off. Not like, oh, it's a few mils off, no big deal. I'm talking significantly off. I calibrated this thing multiple times, multiple different ways, following all the instructions, and it never got right. You can see in the footage here that the design ends up nowhere near where the camera shows that it should be. And then there's how the app handles the designs. Like, if I create text within the app and I want to burn it on a dog tag or something, when I tell it to show me an outline of what it's going to do, it outlines the entire image, including all the white space around the text. So you think you've got your text lined up perfectly on your material, and then the outline for this massive invisible box, not just the text. And because the camera's already off, now you've got two problems stacking on top of each other. Also, I couldn't get the multi-target engraving or one-click engraving feature to work. And honestly, if I could have, they would have been off center anyway because of the other camera issues. The mobile app itself just feels unfinished. The instructions are not thorough or easy to understand. They do have some YouTube tutorials that could help a little bit, but this just doesn't feel user-friendly. And I say that as someone who sets up and has used several different lasers over the years. What's even worse, when I switched to the IR laser module for marking metals, that didn't go right either. The laser would stop while the gantry kept moving, and then the laser would start again and then stop. Even changing the power settings, changing the frequency. I tried everything, even reached out to the rep and did the changes that they recommended, including updating the app, and nothing fixed it. It's like the laser and the movement system aren't talking to each other properly. And what really gets me here is the way that Ortur markets this. It seems like it's an entry-level machine for people who aren't like super tech savvy. But actually using it, this is not beginner friendly. I could see someone buying this as their first laser and getting completely frustrated trying to make it work. And that's coming from me, someone who's comfortable with this stuff. If you're already experienced with LightBurn and you're thinking about adding this to your collection, maybe you could work around these issues by just using LightBurn instead of their dedicated mobile app. But then you're paying for features that you're just not using, and you're potentially adding extra software cost and a potential learning curve. So if you just want to cut and engrave wood and you're comfortable with LightBurn, it'll get the job done. The hardware for that basic functionality works, but that's a pretty narrow use case for what this machine promises to be. Here's what this thing has going for it on paper. It's fully enclosed. It has swappable laser modules. It's a decent size. And the bottom comes off so you could potentially add a rotary with some modification. And it has a camera. Those are all good features. But right now as it sits, I can't recommend spending money on this. The camera alignment issues aren't minor inconveniences. They fundamentally break one of the main selling points of the machine. The app feels half-baked. The IR laser module didn't work properly, and the whole experience just feels unfinished. Here's the thing though, every single issue I ran into is software-based. The hardware itself seems super solid. With firmware updates, app improvements, better calibration configs, and this thing could actually be a really good machine. The potential is absolutely there, but I review what's in front of me today, not what might be in 6 months from now after some updates. And today, I can only recommend this if you're planning to ignore their app completely, use LightBurn exclusively, stick to wood engraving and cutting, and you're already comfortable with that workflow. But for everyone else, just wait. See if that OEM pushes updates that fix some of these issues. Check back on reviews in a few months, because right now, this isn't the finished product that it should be. And that's my honest take after spending real time with the Ortur R2 smart laser. I genuinely wanted this to be great, and I'm disappointed that it's not there yet. If you've got questions about anything I showed, drop them in the comments. And if you've used this machine and had a completely different experience, I want to hear about it. Maybe I missed something. I mean, to be fair, maybe I got a dud, which really sucks, but shit happens, even to us YouTubers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you nerds on the next one.